Hey guys, how many times have you found yourself in a position where you could really use an exception for a lender, only to find out it's not available? One of the keys to getting exceptions is what we're going to talk about today, and it correlates back to lender relationships, and that all comes back and all spins into what's called look to book. So in today's video, we're going to unpack what look to book is, why it's important, and why you need to pay attention to it. Before we get into the action today, let me tell you about our sponsor, SmartGroups, 20 Groups Reimagined. Now, if you're a dealer watching or a GM, you've got to be in a 20 group. And let me tell you, these guys do it right. SmartGroups review dealership financial information, industry hot topics, and dealer best practices. I guarantee you, if you join a Smart Group, your profitability is going to skyrocket. In fact, I've actually been to multiple Smart Groups and was blown away at the reaction from all the dealers in the room. Smart Groups is the smartest thing you can do for your bottom line. Check these guys out at smart20groups.com after you watch the video. So for those of you that don't know what look to book is, it's basically the way your lender sees your dealership. So let's say that your dealership sends 100 applications a month to the bank. And out of that 100 applications a month, the bank approves 30 of those applications. And let's say out of those approval, your dealership decides to send that bank 10 real contracts. So what the lender is looking at and what's important to them is what's called look to book. So that means they got 100 looks and they booked 10 deals. So they're essentially getting a 10% look to book. Now, the reason look to book is important is because when your bank looks at your portfolio of business, they want to see how many applications you're sending versus how many applications they're approving versus how many applications they're getting out of the applications that they approve. So this formula together is what generates and basically illustrates to the bank what your look to book ratio is. Hey guys, I hate to be product specific, and I know a lot of my followers use a lot of different warranty companies. But listen, you're only as good as the product you sell, and if you want to sell the best, then you need to be talking to me. Email me at Corey@ARCDealers. It's ARCDEALERS.com. We'll put it up on the screen here for you. I'd love to show you what we got. Just be sure in the subject line, put F&I products. Listen, if you want it, we carry it, and we'd love to have a shot at your business. This is important because the relationship that you have with your lender can make all the difference in the world. If you need an exception, let's say you need an additional 5% in your loan to value. Let's say that they gave you $2,000 for the back end, but you could really use $3,500. Or let's say you have a deal that was declined, but it's right on the cusp of what would normally be an approval, then they're gonna go in and look at your look to book because that's where your exceptions come from. So the underwriter at the bank is going to pull up your account for your dealership and they're going to see, does it make sense? Can I illustrate to my boss here at the bank why I would make an exception for this dealership? And anything that we can do for them to give them that bullet for their gun basically, or that tool for their toolbox that helps illustrate why they would want to go over and above to help us is a win for us. And one of the key components or key factors to that is your look to book ratio. So you need to remember, when you're sending applications over to the bank, you want to have at least a good baseline understanding of your lender programs for what lender is going to buy what type of deal. Now, it can be right on the line. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but we don't need to shotgun or send every application to every single lender. If you know going in that that deal doesn't have an opportunity in the world at that bank, then there's no reason to send that application there. One, it gets your customer a turn down, which they're going to get in the mailbox and call you and want to know why they're getting all these turn down letters in the mail. Two, it gets an inquiry on the customer's credit, which they don't need. And three, and the big one there is, it's going to hurt your look to book ratio with the lender. The higher we can keep the look to book, the higher the chances are and the higher the opportunities are that we can get those exceptions on a case-by-case basis, because we all know exceptions can make the difference, especially when it comes to F&I. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, let's take advantage of this comment section down below. If you have an idea for a video, if you have a question in regards to look to book, if your dealership has a best practice, anything you can drop down there in the comment section is helpful. Do me a favor, be sure and hit the like and subscribe button so you can see the new videos that we drop Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. I dropped some links in the description below. ARC Dealer's website is just an incredibly valuable resource for you. And then also check out smart20groups.com. Both links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.